Alright, so we're graphing f of x equals 2 over x take 2 plus 2. So you can probably see straight away that we're going to have a horizontal asymptote at positive 2, because 2 take 2 is 0. And we're going to have a vertical asymptote at, this was our vertical asymptote at positive 2, and a horizontal asymptote at positive 2, because this whole thing is never come out as 0, so we're never going to get it exactly 2. But to explain what the 2 on top of the fraction does, I'd like to look at GeoGebra, well, to remind you what this does, because you already know this. So this is just a graph of normal 1 on x, and this is a graph of 2 on x. So it's a bit wider, it stays a bit further away from the x-axis. If we zoom out, eventually, it looks the same. But when we're fairly close, it still looks like that. So then if I have 2 on x take 2, it's been moved right 2 spots. And if I then do a plus 2 at the end, it's moved up 2 spots. So we don't have to ever draw these amazing... Oh. But we know we've got asymptotes at x equals positive 2 and y equals positive 2. And we know that if we just start chucking in some numbers, so for example, if I put in 4, f of x would, or f of 4 would be 2 over 4 take 2 plus 2. So it's 2 over, 2 plus 2, so it's 3. So when x equals 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, y equals 3. So that's one point we can aim for. It would be useful to know when y actually is 4, what it comes out as. Oh, and because this was 4 and 3, then we're going to have minus 4 and minus 3 as our other point there. It'd be useful to know when y equals 4, because then we could square root it and know when our square root is going to be 2. So 2 over x take 2 plus 2, subtract 2 from both sides, I get 2 equals 2 over x take 2. Rearrange, I get x take 2 equals 2 over 2. So x take 2 equals 1, so x equals 3. So when y is 4, x is 3. There we go. And it'll be the same but down here. It'll also be super useful to know when y is 1. So 1 equals 2 over x take 2 plus 2. This may not come out as nicely. Negative 1 equals 2 over x take 2. X take 2 equals 2 over negative 1. So x take 2 equals negative 2. So x equals 0. Oh, it's the x-intercept. X equals 0, y equals 1. Oh, I did these wrong then. Okay, no, ignore, yeah, okay. So I've got this point, this point, this point. Yeah, I really want to know the x-intercept now. So y equals, f of x, 2 over 0 take 2 plus 2. So it's negative 1 plus 2, y equals 1. Wait, I've really confused myself. Oh no, the y-intercept. No, I want to know the x-intercept, y equals 0. Ugh. I'm having a morning, okay? And if you weren't just shouting at the screen, then shame on you. I'm judging you right now. 2 over x take 2, so x take 2 equals 2 over minus 2, so x take 2 equals negative 1, x equals negative 1 plus 2, 1. Okay, the x-intercept is there. Cool. I'm going to get rid of all this working out. So now it goes through all these points. So the graph of f of x is going to look more like yoing, and it's going to go that way, and this way it's going to go yoing, that way, and that's f of x. Right. Oh, and I have to actually identify the intercepts. So this was 0, 1, and this was 1, 0. And I've identified the asymptotes already. Hence, sketch the square root of this thing. Now, we're not going to worry about down here because you can't do the square root of a negative. But I am going to put on any points where it's 0 and any points where it's 1 because it's going to hit those points. Any points where y is 4, so for example, this one, we're going to, square root of 4 is 2, so we're going to be here instead. Now asymptotes, instead of y equals 2 and x equals 2, it's going to be y equals root 2, which is like 1.4, 1, 4, etc. And x equals root 2. So we're going to move our asymptotes down or over. So this one's going to be more like here. Y equals root 2. This one's going to be more like here. Y equals x equals root 2. So yeah, we're going to follow kind of the same shape. And this one, going to go through these points. Oh, going to go through these points, but stop. That's it. Oh, and then obviously, so that was the blue one. And now if I want to do y squared equals that, I've got that. And I've got this bit. And I've also got their reflections. So we'd have an asymptote at minus root 2. So this one would go along and down that way. And it should have hit through this point, which is that point. And this one down and along that way. Yeah, we get some cool, weird stuff happening. I like these.